Irrigation Systems Operator ISO logbooks are used to locate and identify parcels of land for which an ISO is responsible, identify parcels of land not allowed to irrigate, as well as document acreage, crop type, turnout information, irrigation information, and record irrigation delivery events, duration, and violations. The objective of the ISO logbook application project is to replace paper records with technology that can be updated and monitored in real time. The goal is to implement a tool that will enhance irrigation scheduling and delivery record keeping. For the 2023 irrigation season, there are 26 ISOs who are recording irrigation information in the logbook application. Each participant has been issued a tablet and their vehicles have been equipped with Wi-Fi. Participating ISOs can update the application to record which fields have or have not received water, enter crop information, turnout locations, and water user information. The ISO logbook map uses the location of the device to zoom the map to where the user is physically located. The entirety of the Middle Rio Grande Conservancy District is divided into irrigation systems operator zones. As an irrigation systems operator zooms into their area, the map is populated with data. The polygons on the map represent fields or ISO logs throughout the Middle Rio Grande Conservancy District. ISO logs that have no color and are outlined in black represent fields that are cleared to irrigate for the 2023 irrigation season but have not yet received a water delivery. Green ISO logs indicate fields where ISOs have recorded water deliveries. As more water is delivered to a field, the shade of green on the ISO log polygon gets brighter. Areas outlined in yellow symbolize irrigable areas. These polygons are used when water rights are moved back to a certain section of a field that may have previously severed water rights. ISO logs that are hashed in red are not permitted to currently irrigate for various reasons. With the use of paper logbooks, ISOs are notified via calls, emails, and weekly reports of any property status changes within their zones. Stickers are added to paper ISO logbooks weekly, sometimes stacked on top of one another, to indicate a new update on the status of a field. Status updates come from the Office of the State Engineer, OSE, the Mapping Department, and the Assessments Department. Updates to property status can happen multiple times a day due to payments made or actions on pre-1907 water rights through the OSE. Tracking actions on a parcel can be complex, and conveying these updates to ISOs in a timely manner can be difficult. With the use of the logbook application, ISOs are notified of property changes through the map display. When a property is cleared to irrigate, the red hatching will disappear. This is a major benefit over the outdated paper book and sticker system. ISO logs are labeled with the water user name in black, acreage information in gray, and ISO log ID in yellow. ISO logs with no water rights, no history of payment, or with delinquencies are labeled accordingly. The number of times water has been delivered to a field is indicated by a green digit displayed over the ISO log. The number of times water has been declined by a water user is indicated by a red digit. An irrigation systems operator can quickly view basic information pertaining to an ISO log, including a history of all delivery events that have or have not taken place on a property, by clicking on an ISO log polygon and selecting ISO log details. An irrigation systems operator can find an ISO log by entering the ISO log ID into the search tool. The application will zoom the map to the ISO log's location. For example, this property has had no previous event history. An irrigation systems operator can log data by selecting the ISO log and choosing to edit the upcoming event. The irrigation systems operator can enter general information into the ISO log like water user name, contact information, and infrastructure used to irrigate the field, like turnout information and stationing. The ISO can enter up to 3 crop types. The irrigation systems operator will enter data into the first event. In this example, the water user is ready to accept water. The date and time of the first event is logged, as is how long it took for the water user to irrigate. The data is submitted and the ISO log is displayed as green. The green digit indicates that there has been one water delivery to this field. The next time that the irrigation systems operator returns to this field, they will log information for the following event or event 2. This time, the water user declined water. The irrigation systems operator will indicate that water was not delivered and will enter a comment explaining why water has been declined. The data is then submitted. The ISO log will now show a red digit indicating the number of times water was declined. Users can utilize the search tool to locate a property in other ways than entering an ISO log ID. Users can search using a water user's name. Fields may be located in remote areas with no physical address. If desired, the ISO can use the Navigate button, which will guide them to a field. Users can also search by ISO zone. If necessary, a user can enter the name of an MRGCD facility and be taken to its location. A user can also simply search by address or intersection. The Middle Rio Grande Conservancy District is committed to transparency in irrigation delivery records. We believe that transparency leads to greater accountability and performance. The ISO logbook application will provide water managers and water users with the information they need to assess equity and efficiency in water distribution.